Besides the feats, I determine who wins. Welcome to Entertainment Fight Night, EFN. Hello, this is War with Words, and I bring to you EFN, Entertainment Fight Night. Today we bring to you Wonder Woman vs. Thor, Part 2, the argument for Thor. Now let's begin. Now, to detail Thor's strength, here he is, if you read the text on the scan, shattering worlds around him with his hits. And he eventually even cracks a large moon from basically, I guess I want to say light years, miles, is far away, far range. And that's just how strong he is, that his shockwaves can shatter worlds around him when he's fighting Gore, a Skyfather. Here, a little classic Thor, he matches Hawk for an hour, strength for strength. And due to Hawk's powers and the nature of his powers, where he gets stronger as he gets angrier, this is very impressive for Thor, because Hawk undoubtedly got stronger throughout that hour. Now here, they say he has the force to knock a planet out of its orbit while he's merely arm wrestling Hercules. This next scan shows him resisting the gravity of a neutron star. Here he lifts the Midgard serpent, which is coiled around the earth. And here he shatters a fairly large planetoid just by hitting Beta Ray Bill with his hammer. Again, for some more strength, he's resisting the crushing weight of a score, or 20, planets. Here he breaks a power cosmic shield with his fist, which is very impressive because Silver Surfer's shields have blocked supernovas, black holes, planet destruction, all types of attacks, yet Thor broke it with his fist. Here, he lifts the Midgard serpent again, just in case you doubted that feat the first time. And here he pushes the world engine, which consists of the 9 realms. And I guess at worst, that'd be 9 planets. Now for his durability, here he tanks a supernova. And here he's hit with and easily withstands some antimatter from a special version of Electro, I guess you'd say. Here, Wolverine slashes him with his adamantium claws that nearly cut through anything, and they barely get skin deep on Thor. And here, he is shown standing in the middle of the sun with ill effect. Gravity, heat, none of that is affecting him at all. He's just having a casual conversation. Now, for Thor's speed, which many think he doesn't have, here he is. He's flying by, you can see in the window, and as the guy throws the dart, he goes in there, travels midair, and blocks it all before it reaches her. Here he digs a trench super fast. Here he hits a pillar so fast that he's a blur when he does it. Next scan shows him being too swift for Hela to hit. Hela's a Skyfather level Hellord. Here he slams his hammer and causes a shockwave to hit a car and move it all within 1/5 of a second. So the shockwave hit 1/5 of a second, so I can't imagine how fast he had to slam his hammer. Here he's shown dodging Mjolnir at the last moment when it was apparently cursed. Next scan, he hits Quicksilver, who in the Hawk for Superman 1 I've discussed before he's outran radio waves. And here is actually where he says he outpaces lightning since he was little, and Thor still manages to hit him. Probably one of Thor's best feats is his microsecond reaction feat. It says, I believe he turns and punches somebody and then turns back around and catches Mjolnir all within some microseconds. Another feat, he reacts and catches Red Hawk before he gets sucked up into a black hole. Here he is against Phoenix, who at the time thought he was Juggernaut for whatever reason. He's able to hit back a telepathic bolt that is described to be in an instant. So I'm not sure how fast that is. Could be faster than light, fast as thought, but he's able to hit it back. Finally, he's described as being as fast as the lightning he commands. So lightning speed. Now, for how fast a hammer can be, here's it shown that Thor can throw his hammer at the speed of light, and then the speed far greater than light, and then this one details 3 times the speed of light. And now for his lightning, he's shown letting go an omnidirectional lightning blast, hits all around him. I'm assuming it's lightning because it's Thor, but it's basically a blast that is like a radio blast. Here he actually one-shots Hawk with lightning, temporarily knocking him out with just one bolt. Here he kills Sentry or Void, whichever one you want to say. I believe Sentry took control at the time. But he kills Void, very powerful being with with his lightning. Some actual omnidirectional lightning. You can see the bolts. You can see everything. Very hard to dodge. Next scan shows him knocking out Super Skrull with one lightning bolt. Super Skrull has the powers of the four Fantastic Four members all combined, so this is still impressive. Here he channels lightning through the ground, which will make it hard for, let's say, any people with speed to dodge it, or especially someone like Wonder Woman or Bracelets to block it because it's going through the ground. And here he seems to use it without Munor, which gives him some good versatility because if he grabs your arms in a grapple or you're fighting head to head and then boom, lightning. So yes, though I have heard others say it's a God Blast, which is even more powerful, which would make it even better. For wind, he takes out Mangog with a whirlwind and some wind affecting and taking out a plane. For his portals, something Munor is very good at, he can make a portal to the dark matter fields on the outskirts of the universe. He can send Wasp here to the microverse, and he has a portal here to the endless void between space and time. So if he really wants to, he could battlefield remove Wonder Woman, make a portal, hit her through it, something like that. Now for some of his fights, here he is versus Silver Surfer. It's mostly just a durability thing because they had a much longer fight than this. There was speed, there was everything. He even cracked Galactus' helmet in that, but I'm not going to use that as I said before. But he fights Silver Surfer. They slam to the ground on Mars, and he is unhurt, while Silver Surfer, who has very high durability, is. Here he's fighting Hawk close range, showing that he can brawl with the best and the strongest. Here he looks to beat Hawk with just a simple beam. And again, yes, Hawk, he goes blow for blow with him. And this is mindless Hawk, and they fight pretty evenly despite the power for Hawk. And this is especially impressive. Hawk takes a hostage and makes Thor throw away his hammer, and they go toe-to-toe without the hammer. And Thor's just giving Hawk all he can and not backing down at all, despite anything. And if you know anything, at the end of this battle, Hawk's actually the one who ran away because he was done fighting. Thor was ready for more, despite being somewhat bruised. So that shows that he's ready for a good fight, and he's good at close range, even with the strongest of brawlers like Hawk. So Wonder Woman's going to have something on her hands, a real problem. So essentially, Thor has far past planetary strength. His hammer can go the speed of light and faster, so if Wonder Woman tries to use her speed to her advantage, he might be able to catch her with that. Of course, the omnidirectional lightning will help as well if she gets anywhere close to him. When it's omnidirectional, it means it's hitting everywhere. She has nowhere to dodge. Wind will also do that. It's pretty impossible to dodge wind. And, of course, he shows he can go toe-to-toe with the best of them with his fist or with his hammer. And, of course, he could just knock her through a portal. And that's just my analysis. Now make sure to subscribe if you like what you hear or see, and check out the other videos on my channel. And also visit my site at www.warwithwords.com. Thank you.